Good morning, Travel Jazzman Scholar. I was wanting to reflect on one of the ironies of modern schooling and contemporary culture. If you look at the popularity of books on mindfulness and relaxation and slowing down and enjoying the moment and being present in the moment, central themes run through a lot of this self-help literature. And a general kind of unifying piece in all of that is that our lives have become too hectic, too crazy. That's leading to all sorts of chronic health conditions. And a lot of people find it very, very difficult to slow down and to take a moment and to not do anything, to engage in the act of human being versus human doing. And so we find ourselves here in the 21st century where most adults don't create time to calm and slow, and some adults who don't think that's a good idea, and then those who think it is often can't find out how to do it. And part of the problem is that we're training ourselves from a very young age, or perhaps I should say our schooling institutions are training us from a very young age to live somewhat frenetic, overloaded lives. The typical school child getting up bright and early, racing to put clothes on, getting to the school bus or the car to drive to the classroom, and then it's one subject after another. In almost every one of them, there's a feeling of, you don't really have enough time to finish this, but we'll get to it later, we'll continue tomorrow, or there goes the bell, off to another class, or close that book, open the next one. I'm sorry, we've got to get to the next subject. We've got math and science and language arts and health and physical education. We've got to take a break and have a little recess. Go run for 20 minutes, then come on back and immediately sit down and begin reading. The subjects, the mentality, the approach, the energy, the speed, the pace, the tension, these things are ubiquitous in schooling. Children are learning and training themselves to not know what it means to quiet. And the teacher who says, hey, let's take a moment, is running the risk of not meeting the standards, the curricular demands. It's a very chaotic and untenable situation, and we would all do well to reflect upon the human need for being versus doing. And the understanding that if adults are spending time, money, and resources going to retreats, trying to learn how to calm down their energy and relax the pace, then we ought to talk about what schools are doing to young people and question whether or not we don't want to have one of our many subjects be quiet, mindful reflection, or whether we don't want to slow everything down enough to give that pace and energy a place in the schooling system. So those are my thoughts for this morning. Travel Jazzman Scholar. Thanks.